I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because I love these videos. Today I will be answering all of the questions that you guys asked me. I will be doing a Q&A for you guys. So let's dive into these questions. What are you studying and what career are you pursuing? I am currently in business, taking some classes, mainly just to become a little bit more familiar in that field. I want to be an entrepreneur and be my own boss. I thought I would learn a lot of good, useful life skills. For the career that I want to pursue, honestly, I know that I want to be an entrepreneur, but I've truly been loving making content for you guys and building these connections through my social media platform. So ideally, I would really love it if I could one day pursue this and be able to create these connections with more people and positively influence other people to live healthier and happier lives. That's kind of the dream. Next up is, what type of food do you stay away from? I do not eat gluten or dairy products for a number of reasons. One of them being, I notice them also in my skin. I will break out. Also, these products don't sit well in my stomach, but your girl will have a cheat day. If my family is having pizza one day, of course I'm going to have a piece of pizza. In the back of my mind, I do know that I won't feel amazing the next day. Something that I think everybody tries and stays away from is sweets, and I also will try and stay away from sweets. Over quarantine, I've definitely been trying to listen to my body more. If I do have a craving, instead of depriving myself and ignoring it, I have been trying to find healthy alternatives to supplement it. Instead of having like a chunk of creamy chocolate, I will have a chunk of dark chocolate. Or if I'm craving, I don't know, like a gummy, I will try and have a date. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has cheats, but I think it's truly important to recognize when you are having these cravings and acknowledge them. Something that I struggled with in the past was I would eat really healthy throughout the entire week and I would ignore these cravings, and I was really proud that I was eating healthy day to day. But when it came to the weekend, I would allow myself to have sweets, but because I hadn't had them in the week and I was depriving myself from them, I would binge eat them and eat a larger quantity of them. Then I was super upset with myself, and it was just not good on my mental health either. It's truly beneficial to listen to your body, and if you're craving something and you ate really well throughout the day, why not reward yourself with that small sweet versus binging it on the weekend? But honestly, it is up to you and whatever works with your own body. What is your favorite fruit? I love fruit so much, it's hard to single out one fruit, but if I had to pick, I would probably say pineapple. Where is your dream place to live? This is a tricky question because I've spent days thinking about it. Nothing is concrete, things change, life happens. I don't have a specific location where I want to live, but I know that I would love to have a house somewhere warm. Not for the reasons that I think most people would want a warm house, like going to the beach and stuff like that, but mainly for me, I would love to live somewhere warm because days are longer. Where I currently live, when it's winter time, which we have long winters, you're having like maybe 7 hours of sunlight, not even, and I feel like I would be a lot more productive. I find that on warmer days, I am a lot more productive because I want to wake up and have as many hours as I can throughout the day. So that is one of the huge reasons why I would love to live somewhere warm, is just to increase productivity and also vitamin D. I love vitamin D. What are your pet peeves? You guys probably already know I'm a very organized and structured person, and I truly value this. My biggest pet peeve would be when people aren't considerate of your time, or people expecting you to adapt your schedule around theirs. It crosses like arrogant and disrespectful. For me, I find it extremely frustrating if somebody tells me they're gonna meet me at 2 o'clock and they end up being an hour late or canceling last minute. I think that it's truly inconsiderate, and it's kind of like a slap in the face, like your time isn't as valuable as theirs and like the whole world revolves around them. At least that's the vibes that I always get. Are you picky with food? What's your least favorite food? I wouldn't consider myself as a picky eater. in the sense of choosing to not eat whatever it is just because I don't like it. I would say that I'm a selective eater when it comes to choosing the healthier option. That is just because I know that my body will thank me for it afterwards, and I would much rather put healthy food in my body than consuming something that I know that will get me sick, which I think is pretty reasonable. So I would say that I am very cautious in what I eat, but I wouldn't say that I am picky. For my least favorite food, I would say that my least favorite food would be like milk or yogurt. I don't eat either of these two things, but when I did eat them when I was younger, I just remembered like the texture in your mouth. I don't really like that at all. And honestly, I used to get those little like yogurts to goes for your lunch kit when I was a kid. And I think having one of those like warm, because it stays in your lunch kit all day, I think that kind of wrecked it for me too. And that would have been like grade 1. How do you determine what to eat and when? For me, I choose what I eat usually the day before. I like to plan out my meals, and I think it's truly beneficial because it saves a lot of time. Look at recipes in my cookbooks or online. I'm deciding on which types of foods I want to have throughout the week. I follow what works best for me, and what I've learned is to listen to your body. So depending on what my body might be telling me, what it needs, and give it what it needs. Try and go with fresh produce and whole foods versus prepackaged foods. Now, to answer part 2 to this question, when I eat, personally don't really like to eat breakfast before working out. Some days I will have breakfast before I work out just because I'm maybe hungry and I listen to what my body wants, but usually I will do my celery juice and then I will work out right away, and then straight after I am hungry, so I'll have like a brunch. I won't be hungry until maybe 4 o'clock, and by then it's dinner. So I find that I'll usually have like 2 really good sized meals throughout the day, and then I will also snack throughout the day. Listen to your own body and listen to what works best for you and what your body needs. What got you into fitness? I grew up in a very active household. I also did Irish dancing for 16 years. I had to stop Irish dancing because I ended up getting sick out of nowhere. After struggling with my health, I became very passionate about fitness because I truly realized how you have no quality of life if you don't have your health. I wanted to take my health into my own hands. I realized not only do I love working out to see the progress, but I love working out because it makes me feel good, and it reminds me of how thankful I am to have the life that I do and be able to move my body. What's your workout routine when it comes to booty? As many of you guys already know, I have my own fitness routines that I made for you guys, so you guys can go check out that playlist if you want. I have a bunch of booty routines over there, but a quick rundown of what it looks like when I have a booty day workout. I start off with something to warm up. I usually do like a 10-minute HIIT workout, and then I will start with 10 minutes of a booty band routine, and then I go into weight training. I will probably do about 40 minutes of solid booty. Your girl used to not stretch. It is so bad. I realized how bad that is. So now I not only stretch at the end of my workouts, but I'll stretch at the beginning of my workouts. How often do you change your workout routine? Changes all the time. Go through phases where I truly love staying consistent with all my workouts. So I will set my workouts out for the week, and maybe I'll repeat that for 4 weeks. I'll keep all of the same routines. And that I can truly feel the difference the following week of how much stronger I've gotten, and I can see the progress. If I'm feeling that I'm getting bored of the routines that I'm doing, I'll definitely switch it up. So it's honestly depending on the day and depending on how I feel. But lately I've truly been loving keeping the same routines for the entire week and then repeating them the next week. So I would say that this question is totally based on personal preference. How often do you do cardio and HIIT? I am in love with high intensity interval training. I have seen the most results when it comes to doing this. So I try and put a HIIT, even if it's a 10-minute HIIT, in every single workout that I do. But I don't do HIIT or cardio based off of wanting to lose weight. I'm doing it based off of the way that I feel afterwards. These two types of workouts truly give me so much energy and I feel amazing after them, which is why I implement them in all of my workout routines. Do you step on a scale? I have not stepped on a scale for, it's probably almost been 2 years now. And I have no issue for people that do love weighing themselves, but for me, I think that weighing yourself, it's just a number, and the number doesn't matter. I have seen the most results when it comes to progress pictures, taking a photo before and after, and I love this way of keeping track of your goals. Like I said, it's just a number, and you can't define yourself as a number because it's not healthy. And when I was doing this, I was not happy with how my body looked, and I was not in a good mental place. So by stopping weighing yourself, and I don't even have a scale in my house, my whole family, we don't weigh ourselves. I think that this can be really good if you're struggling with the mental health aspect of it. If you have a scale and you love using it, by all means, that's all right. But if you are struggling with your body image because you're trying to define yourself as a number, donate your scale. Honestly, you don't need it. It does not matter. A number is just a number, and if you're feeling good, that's all that should matter in my opinion. Do you go to the gym or work out at home? So, as many of you guys know, where I live, we are still in lockdown. So the gym is no, it's not an option. So I do all of my workouts at home. I have a routine that I follow, and I truly have seen progress with my at-home routines, and I'm loving it. So, what podcasts do you listen to? If you guys follow me on Instagram, I have a folder for the podcasts that I listen to, so you guys can go over there and check them out. I love to read, but I am a slow reader, and it will take me longer to actually complete a book because I might have to reread over some lines. So that is why I love podcasts. And I think I just love podcasts because I'm more of a visual, and just listening to somebody else talk, I feel like I retain a lot more information, and it really works with a busy lifestyle because I'll put a podcast on and then I'm able to go for a walk. Not to mention, on podcasts, they will sometimes answer questions that I might have, so whoever's reading will maybe ask questions, and I'll be really thankful and grateful that they ask those questions, because in most case scenarios, those will be the questions that I may have had. In some cases, they'll ask different questions, and I'm really grateful that they did ask these questions because I hadn't thought of them myself. Are you on birth control? I am no longer on birth control. I was on it for a year, and it was terrible for me. It was terrible for my health. I was just not myself on it. If you guys also have been on birth control, I'm sure you guys have heard that so many people experience acne when they get off of it. Well, I was unaware of this, and I did not think this would happen to me because I never had acne before. I had never even had like a pimple, to be honest. Man, it was terrible. I had terrible acne, and not just like 1 or 2 pimples. I had like cystic acne underneath the skin, and I struggled with this, and it was really defeating and terrible on my self-confidence and mental health. So upsetting and degrading, having to deal with all of these blemishes that have scarred, and my skin has come so far since then, and I am eternally grateful for it, but it has been an uphill battle for sure. Those of you who are on the pill, I know that it works for some people. By all means, I'm not saying that it doesn't work or anything, but for me, it was the wrong choice. I am so happy to be off of it and be my normal self again. And the last question is, do you work out when you are sick? So, if you had asked me this question a year ago, the answer would have been yes. But since then, I've grown a better relationship with my body. I feel like I have a better understanding of what my body needs, and I listen to what my body needs. So the answer for this one is no. I don't work out when I am sick anymore because I believe that I need to give my body the time to heal. Well guys, that sums up all of the questions for today. I am so grateful for all of you, and without you guys, this wouldn't be possible, and I am so proud to be a part of this small community that we are creating. So I just want to say thank you. If you guys liked this video and learned some tips from Tay, feel free to give it a thumbs up and let me know if you loved it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!